Hey folks, going to be doing another unboxing here. This time for a game I've been waiting for a while. I'm really excited to play it. This is the Elder Scrolls game from Chip Theory Games. Really looking forward to playing this, both solo and with a group. Let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so we have the blacksmith pack. This was like the promo pack for the. I can't remember if this was on. Yeah, this was a Game Found. On Game Found, a premium upgrade with a blacksmith pack replaces your character's mat pegs, first player chip, and round counter die with hefty metal versions. So there's 20 sword pegs, one metal Ouroboros, and one metal D6. Let's go ahead and open those up. This pack is actually resealable. So there's the metal die, the round die. Here's the first player token. Again, this is metal. And then these are all the pegs that go into your player board to track your various stats. Yep, that's it. So we'll slide all those back in there, set that aside. And then it looks like we have the deluxe drawstring bags. I think there's 2 bags in here. This is for the 10 and 20 point baddies, and the other one is probably for the 5s and actually I don't know what the other one's for. 1s and 5s, sorry. 1s and 5s and the 10s and 20s. They're nice big bags that have a nice bottom to them, so they'll stand up. You're going to put all your enemy chips of those points in the bag, and then you'll draw out of these bags when you're setting up your battlefields. A piece of foam packed with joy from this looks like it says Minnesota Tim. I think. Or maybe it's Minnesota Tina. I can't tell. What do we think? Minnesota Tim or Minnesota Tina? I don't know. Packed with joy. We got a box here. Oh, this is heavy. This is the premium health chips. So let's go ahead and get these opened up. So these are the premium health chip poker chips. Instead of just being plastic, they're the actual weighted poker chips. Not sure what the white ones might be a multiplier of some sort. But that's how many there are. That should be enough for 4 characters plus monsters, I would imagine. Set those aside. And we have another box here. Let's see what's in here. These are the adventurer diaries, or these are what you're going to keep the cards in. This is extra, not necessary to play the game, but I thought it looked cool, so I was going to get it anyways. Got places here to store your cards. You're going to store your skill sheets and stuff in here, and then you can kind of see it through the window there. It's nice, probably faux leather. That is metal, brass. So there are 4 of those, or there should be 4 of them: red, blue, brown, and green. Yep, so those are all the same basically. Another piece of foam, and another piece of foam. Come on. There we go. Feels like it's got something stuck into it. It does. got the expansion. So this is the expansion that started first expansion, basically Valenwood. Comes with some more chips, some mini chips, 3 square crux tokens, 24 heat printed dice, so there's going to be more skills in here. A double-sided neoprene clash tile, 47 PVC standard cards, 6 PVC skill line cards, so there's 6 new skill lines in here. There's 3 new class cards in here, a new overland map, and a spiral-bound gazetteer. The gazetteer is basically the campaign for each area. This will be the campaign for Valenwood. We'll get this opened up here in just a little bit. And then we have the main box here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to lift this out of here without taking it off the table. I'm going to take it off the table, because this is rather heavy. Come on. Come on. Man. They did a great packing job on this. Oh. Alright. Get that box over there out of the way. Another piece of foam, and this is the main box, the base game. I did not get, I think there were neoprene mats. I did not get any of those just because I did not think they would be needed. And the mats you play on already are sort of neoprene. So it's just an extra cost I didn't want. So let's get this bad boy opened. Another piece of foam. Greetings, adventurer. If you are reading this, you are about to embark on a life-changing experience. This is the scan the QR code to go to the dies tutorial, if you have that app, to jump into it quickly. Awesome. How to pack your box. Love it. Layer 4, layer 3, layer 2, layer 1. I'll be interested to see if we can get the expansion in here as well. I think you can. Then a little bit of a blurb here from Chip Theory Games. This is great. Then we have the overland maps. Here is Morrowind. So you're going to be traveling around on these hexes, visiting all these different areas and having encounters, going to dungeons, etc. Here's Western Skyrim. So there's a bunch of these overland maps. Each one is different, has a different mechanic. This one looks like it's you're digging and excavating, so sort of like maybe a treasure hunt type thing. On Western Skyrim is under siege, so maybe you go to a town and it's being attacked and you have to help out, or maybe some of the stuff is not available to you. I'm not going to show all those just because I'm trying to keep as little spoilery as I can. Then we have some plastic here. I'm assuming this is going to hold all of the neoprene map tiles. Here's the main. This is like when you have a battle. This is what it's going to be out on. Double-sided. And then we have a bunch of other map tiles with different icons. These are not double-sided. Different sizes here. Smaller ones. So There's the starting hex, or the starting tile. So there's sort of two different ways to do dungeons. One is a normal dungeon, as you would expect it, where you are have the map laid out in front of you, already pre-populated, and then there are things called delves, where you reveal map tiles as you go, looking for. They're sort of gem things. I can't remember what they're called. Star gems, maybe, something of that nature. This is the section that holds all your map tiles. We have a desiccant here in the form of a sheet of paper, which is supposed to suck up the moisture. Then we have the tutorial guide here, version 1.0. Using this book, table of contents, component list, choosing the game difficulty, setting up the game, creating adventurers, going through the first the jailbreak scenario, which basically teaches you all about combat, which is going to be probably the majority of this game is going to be combat on the battle hexes. Different phases. This is glossy paper. It is not linen finished. Going throughout the different days. Delve, setup. So this kind of walks you through the whole thing. Through a turn. It's basically walking you through playing the game. D3. This tutorial is 39 pages. And then you have a quick reference phases on the back. Then we have a couple reference sheets here. Enemy skills reference sheet. So this is a list of all the different skills that can come up on the enemy chips and what they do. And on the other side as well. Let's see how many are in here. Come on. There we go. Feels like more than one. Yes, there are two. Same exact thing. Two enemy skills references, both sides. Very good. Then we have the actual rule book. We got a little bit of damage on the rule book there, but I'm not worried about it. Version 1.0. Spiral bound. Glossy paper. Looks like 96 pages in this rule book. Okay, table of contents, everything that comes in there, how to use this, and the introduction, game setup, character creation, etc. Playing through, retreating from battles, map definition, how to do delves, explorations, how to do dungeons, additional rules, start on page 88. How to deal with companions, jailbreak, introduction encounter, credits, index. That is the rule book. Again, 96 pages. A little bit of damage there on the bottom of the rule book, but I'm not concerned about that. Then we have all the gazetteers. So here is Eastern and Western Skyrim. I'm going to pull this off camera just so I can look and tell you. 62 pages in this, so this is one campaign spread across. I think each one's like 3 acts essentially. Then we have High Rock, Cyrodiil, Western Black Marsh, Morrowind, and that's it. And then the Valenwood one, which we'll open up here in a bit. More foam. Here are the player trays. So here's your player mat, and this is also serves to save your game. So save your character. So you're going to be slotting skills on either side here, and then you're going to have either tokens or dice that go in the middle, and they sort of play off each other. So like if you have 2 skills slotted opposite of each other, you know, you can have 4 dice for this one, but that means you're only going to have 2 dice for this one over here. So it's a way to sort of balance everything. This is your cooldown track down here. So when you roll a dice, it's going to go into your cooldown. At the start of your turn, you're going to get a certain number of dice back based on what your cooldown counter is at. You have your battle stances up here to determine which skills and dice you are able to roll. This is your extra XP tracker. You can store up to 3 XP. And then this is your tenacity track down there of how much tenacity you have. You're going to use tenacity mainly to activate your class abilities. But anyways, you can play in this or take it out of here, and then when you're done, you slot everything the way you want it, and you just put the lid on. And there are cutouts for the dice to pop up, and cutouts for all the pegs that are going to be here. There should be 4 of these trays in here. Red, blue, green, and brown, orange, yellow. Set those aside. Then we have dice. So we have the normal combat dice over here. The light gray dice are normal, or light fatigue, I think they're called. These go into your cooldown row, and they basically clog up your row. Light fatigue, once you pull it out of that row, it goes away. The black cubes are heavy, or over fatigue is what they're called. Those, when they get pulled out of the row, they just go back to the end of the row. So they stay in your row, and you have to take special actions to actually get rid of them. And then these are just the normal combat dice. Here's a set of skill dice. Various different faces. We have a box. Let's see what's in the box. What's in the box? Open up the box. Probably all the cards, if I had to imagine. Yes, so we have... These are the side quests. This is a side quest deck, so you've got a nice thick section of side quests to go through. These are the... It looks like the character races and the... skill or classes. So let's see what we have here. So here's all the character races you can pick. I think there's 2 of each basically. With their starting stats, they're double-sided, so if you want male or female, you can pick one or the other. These are all the different races that you can start with, and then here are all the different classes. Dragon Knight, Rogue, Warden, Templar, and they are double-sided, but the other side is the Master. So as you level your character, you will eventually be able to upgrade yourself to become a Master Healer, and your abilities will get better. Then we have the campaign journal. It's a pad of paper, probably roughly 20-ish sheets, I would imagine, to track your campaign status. Adventure turn reference here, as well as these are your skills. So your bows. So here, let's open this up. These are your different skills. So you can do like sword and board or bow. So you've got bow. There's 2 bows, 2 speeches. I think there's 2 of everything. Yeah. 1 hand and shield. Different dice you can get. They all go up to level 4. Destruction staff. 2-handed skill, heavy armor skill, shadow skill, restoring light, Daedric summoning, acrobatics, and then your regular combat. Everybody starts with a regular combat. So that's everything that was in that little box. I'm not going to open up the side quests. This was in that little box. That was sort of like right like that. Another piece of foam. We have some more bags in here. Those are 10 and 20, 1 and 5. So those are the standard bags versus the deluxe ones that I pulled out first. And then these, I'm not sure what this bag is for. Then we have another box. All kinds of boxes. Okay. Open up this box. Decks of cards. Small little pack of cards there, and then brick after brick after brick of cards. These are probably going to be items for the most part. And the cards you use to do delves. You'll draw a card. It's going to tell you what the room is. What gets spawned on the room and everything. I'm not going to open those up and go through them, but you got a whole block of those. Let's see here. We have the dial. This is the holder for your round or your day tracker and your party experience tracker, as well as the round die sits on this. So this supposedly is magnetic, and then it holds everything there. We have the normal standard pegs, so I got the upgraded metal ones. These are all just plastic. Same exact peg, just metal versus plastic. This is the tray that's going to hold all of your cards for an adventure, so that you can draw from it without having to just have decks of cards laying out everywhere. So glad they included that. We have another dice tray of over fatigue. We have another set of dice that will be for the abilities, various abilities, different die faces. Come on. There we go. We have a token tray here. So these are the abilities as well as some of the markers for the overland map and stuff. And then these are stamina, magicka, and not health. Health. That will slot into your player tray to give you bonuses and tell you how many dice you can roll and so forth and so on. These are plastic. Then we have another tray of dice for various abilities. We have these are the normal health chips. These are just regular plastic. So there's a block of those. Then I believe we have a tray in here that has these are the chips that go out on the map to show you where there's like a piece of treasure or some point of interest on the battle map, not on the overland map. The little tokens are used for the overland map and for your player boards. And then here is another block of poker chips. These are heavy poker chips, or the normal poker chips, not plastic. There's one chips for marking players. I believe that's what some of these are. And then the rest are the monsters, the baddies that you're going to fight and run into. As well as you can have companions. Those are the white ones there, I believe. Another pad of desiccant down there. And so that is the base box here. So let's put this all back as best as I can. Where was all this stuff? This was laying like that, maybe? I don't remember now. I don't remember how all of this came out of here or went in here. So, think of that like that. This was down in here. Yazetiers were like that. Rulebook. That was like that. Then I think we had this sitting on top, sort of like that. Then we had the reference sheets. tutorial game, overland maps. That's what I should have been paying attention to. That, and then the base box, or the box lid rather. Alright, so that is the base box for Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. Now, here's the expansion. All right. Okay, so we have some more. We have light armor. Let's look at our skills here. Let's open this up. Where is... Oh, there it is. That just came right apart. We've got light armor. Legerdemain. I don't know how to pronounce that. Illusion, and then the same. So there's 3 additional skills. Those are going to go with these dice here. We've got some more baddies, and some more... I think the white ones are... pretty sure the white ones are companions. More baddies. We got more of the little mini chips for tracking those skills. We've got some more item cards and such that you're going to have to lockpick to get open. We have 3 more stamina tile. I think these are for stamina, but they might be for one of these other ones. Desiccant pack. We have the new classes here. So let's open up these classes. It does look like all this is probably going to be able to fit in the main box. We have a Ranger, the Burglar, and the Arcanist. We have the Gazetteer for Valenwood. This is 52 pages in length. We have a new main battle map, and below that we do have the overland map. So that's that. I'm not going to pull all this out right now, but that is everything that's in the expansion. The Valenwood expansion. And I would imagine as long as they have access to the IP, this is just going to be a money printing machine for them. They can come out with all kinds of different expansions for different classes, more loot, more areas to go visit, or even new campaigns for the same areas. You already have the overland map, just come up with a new gazetteer for that area. Probably new races, I would imagine. Yeah, this is going to be a big game. It's already getting rave reviews. It has a really high rating on Board Game Geek. I think it's like 9.1 or 9.2. Plays 1 to 4. Roughly 2 hours per session, I think. And like I said, I think each campaign is basically going to be 3 to 4 sessions. But the variability in it, when you start a campaign, you are randomly dealt a guild, or I think maybe 3 guilds, and you choose one to go. That's going to be your main quest line. So I think there's 5 or 6 different guilds. So for each campaign, there's 5 or 6 separate actual storylines that you have to go through that are going to be separate campaigns themselves. So there's just a ton of replayability with this, which is great because it's not a very cheap game, and it's a game you're going to want to get to the table often. I don't think I'm going to have a problem getting it to the table. I'm probably going to start soloing it just to learn it, and I might just keep going. But I'm really excited to play this game. All right. Thanks for watching. That was the Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era game from Chip Theory Games, as well as the Valenwood expansion. Thanks for watching.